Assalamualaikum and greeting everyone. Welcome to my final year project presentation. I'm Siti binti Salleh, a final year student in Bachelor of Science Honours Applied Chemistry. The title of my FYP is a review on natural antimicrobial agent for food packaging applications. I'm supervised by Dr. Binti Hashim. The content of my presentation, which consists of introduction, literature review, and conclusion and recommendation. First, let's begin with introduction. The community is particularly concerned about the environmental consequences of excessive use of plastics, and they are beginning to explore for alternative bio-based materials for food packaging. In order to produce eco-friendly and non-toxic biodegradable films, researchers are actively replacing synthetic polymers with natural polymers such as biopolymers. In recent years, there has been a growing interest in the concept of active food packaging systems based on natural polymer materials such as starch, chitosan, gelatin, protein, and pectin. Active food packaging is a novel approach to preserving and extending the shelf life of food while retaining its safety, value, and reliability. Therefore, there is an increase in interest in developing antimicrobial and antioxidant packaging materials as active packaging by incorporating natural antimicrobial and antioxidant agents to inhibit the spread of spoilage, microorganisms, and pathogenic bacteria, as well as reducing the use of chemical additive uses in the food manufacturing, which has a direct impact on human health. Antimicrobial and antioxidant substances are extracted from plants, fruits, and spices, making them appealing additives in food production because they are widely recognized as safe. However, due to their low stability, strong flavor, and other drawbacks, they are not widely used as food preservatives. To achieve this aim, the following research questions need to be answered to the literature review. First, what is active packaging? Second, what is natural antimicrobial agent in active packaging? Third, how natural antimicrobial agents affect on the tensile properties of films. Next, what effect do natural antibiotic agents have on antimicrobial and antioxidant properties? And how do natural agent antimicrobial affect the morphological analysis of the plastic? The primary focus of this review is to provide an overview of those natural antimicrobial agents in natural biopolymer plastics that have been applied for food packaging applications. Specific emphasis is given to antimicrobial and antioxidant packaging systems. Furthermore, characterization, tensile properties, antimicrobial, and antioxidant properties as well as morphological analysis are discussed in depth. Now we move on to the literature review, which consists of active packaging, antimicrobial packaging systems, antimicrobial agent, effects on natural antimicrobial agents on the tensile properties, effects of natural antimicrobial agents on the antimicrobial properties, antioxidant properties, and morphological analysis. First is about active packaging. Active packaging is one of the novel food packaging concepts that have been emerged in response to change in current consumer demands and market trends. It is defined as a type of packaging that changes the condition of the packaging to extend shelf life or improve safety or sensory properties while maintaining food quality. In general, active food packaging can provide several functions that are not available in conventional packaging systems. Active packaging systems are classified as active scavenging absorbers or active releasing systems emitters. Unlike the previous, which eliminates unwanted compounds either from the food and or their environment, for example, oxygen, carbon dioxide, ethylene, moisture, or sand, the resent adds compound towards the packaged food and or into an atmosphere, including antioxidants, carbon dioxide, ethylene, ethanol, flavors, or antimicrobial compounds. Second is about antimicrobial packaging systems. Antimicrobial packaging must include at least one element capable of forming a suitable continuous, adhesive, and cohesive matrix. A solvent, such as ethanol, water, and others, a film-forming agent, such as polymer, a pH-adjusting agent, such as acid, sodium hydroxide, and others, plasticizers, such as sorbitol, glycerol, and water, and an antimicrobial agent comprised, such as formulation. Using antimicrobial agents in packaging materials can increase the shelf life of processed foods by decreasing the growth rate of spoiling microorganisms and therefore extending the life phase. Antimicrobial packaging systems are made by adding antimicrobial fillers directly into packaging films, coating packaging films with antimicrobial agents, and developing packaging materials from polymers with natural antimicrobial properties. The agent is then gradually released on top of the food surfaces. It helps to maintaining a high enough concentration to effectively stop the growth of microorganisms during the product's shelf life. Antimicrobial agents can also be combined with base polymers in packaging materials prior to film production. Therefore, the antimicrobial agents are spread evenly throughout the amorphous area of the substance. Third is about natural antimicrobial agent. Food packaging's antimicrobial abilities are dependent on antimicrobial agents which can be classified as natural antibacterial agents or synthetic antibacterial agents based on their source. Natural antimicrobial agents have been used to develop antimicrobial agents because they are relatively safe and easy to obtain. Natural antimicrobial agents are extracted from natural materials and require intricate extraction procedures. The amount of natural antimicrobial agents depends greatly on the original animals or plants. Antimicrobial movement relies upon the composition, structure, compound level, and functional groups. Essential oils, plant extract, chitosan, and fruit peel or extract have been utilized overall as a food additive since all times, and alkali or likewise regularly utilized as antimicrobial specialists in food items. Phenolic compounds are one of the main important groups among the phytochemicals that have cancer prevention agent and antimicrobial movement. What is about the effects of natural antimicrobial agents on the tensile properties? This is the result for the previous study. The first one is cassava as antimicrobial agents. The matrix is cassava starch, cinnamon, essential oils, film. The results are tensile strength at 2% of labeled essential oils was 62.8 plus minus 1.9 megapascal, while alligation at break was 90.5% plus minus 2.6%. Highest result of alligation at break. Second is oregano essential oils and neem essential oils. The matrix is starch polyvinyl acetate film. The results are the elasticity of the film for oregano essential oils and neem essential oils were 26 plus minus 2 megapascal and 31.5 plus minus 1 megapascal separately. They show that the film containing oregano essential oils had higher value of the strength than the film that contain neem essential oils. And tapioca as antibacterial agents. The matrix is tapioca, cinnamon bark essential oils films. The tensile strength was increased up to 1% centralization of essential oils. After that, the tensile strength began to diminish by the expanding of the concentration of essential oils. Tensile strength increased as the water content of the film changed. The tensile strength of the films decreased as the essential oils concentration increased. Next is effects of natural antimicrobial agents on the antimicrobial properties. Microbiological contamination from spoilage bacteria or pathogenic can occur as a result of inadequate processing or when package integrity is compromised by a broken seal, puncture, or other means. Incorporating a sachet into the package, spreading bioactive agents throughout the packaging, coating bioactive agents on the surface of the packaging material, and using antimicrobial macromolecules with film-forming capabilities or edible matrices are the types of antimicrobial packaging systems. A variety of antimicrobial agents including ethanol, carbon dioxide, and organic acids are used to prevent the growth of microorganisms that cause food deterioration. According to Zhang et al. 2020 study on the antimicrobial properties of chitosan and chitosan megastyrene powder CSRP films, the cationic property of chitosan that could interact with the cell membrane of foodborne pathogens, resulting in increased cell permeability, was attributed to the antimicrobial ability of chitosan film. The presence of polyphenol-rich megastyrene powder, chitosan megastyrene powder films demonstrated greater antimicrobial ability than chitosan films. Next is antioxidant properties. Antioxidants are also included in the biopolymer matrix, and their importance in extending the shelf life of packaged food is discussed in several contributions. Antioxidants are compounds that inhibit the oxidation of lipids, proteins, and polysaccharides by scavenging and neutralizing oxygen-free radicals. According to Roy and Rim 2021 study, the antioxidant properties of curcumin and grapefruit seed extract GSE are well known. The antioxidant activity of the PVOH film was greatly improved with the addition of GSA and curcumin. The DPPH scavenging efficiency of the neat PVOH film was 0.7%, which increased to 50.3, 65, and 67.4% when GSE, curcumin, and a combination of GSE and curcumin were added respectively. On the other hand, their addition increased the PVOH film's ABTS scavenging activity from 2.9% to 90.2, 91.7, and 98.6% respectively. The presence of GSE and curcumin effectively influenced antioxidant activity in the PVOH film, with the combination of curcumin and GSE having a slightly greater effect on antioxidant activity. Next is morphological analysis. A scanning electron microscope (SEM) is a type of electron microscope that uses a focused beam of electron to scan the surface of a sample to produce image. Electrons interact with atoms in the sample, producing a variety of signals that includes information about the sample's surface topography and composition. An image is created by scanning the electron beam in a raster scanning pattern and combining the position of the beam with the intensity of the detected signal. In the previous study, Muftu Lakshmi et al. 2021 discovered the SEM analysis revealed a rough morphological surface of biopolymer and biopolymer blended with Jefferson composites film. SEM image of composite film revealed no pores or cracks and a homogeneous surface without phase separation, indicating a complete mixture of Jefferson and expanded polystyrene. Lastly, conclusion and recommendation. Food availability and accessibility, healthiness, consumption, and delivery are the related terms used in our rapidly changing lives today. These terms are all concerned with the difficulties and concerns associated with food packaging. Natural antibacterial agents and natural biopolymer plastic provide guidelines for film selection based on food characteristics and constraints. Besides, some natural biopolymers such as essential oil, food peel or extract, plant extract, chitosan, and others can be used in place of synthetic antibacterial agents. The disruption of the cytoplasmic membrane, disrupting the proton motive force, electron flow, active transport mechanism, and coagulation of cell composition in microorganisms is thought to be the mechanism of natural antibacterial agents in natural biopolymers. Natural antibacterial properties in edible films can extend the shelf life and safety of foods. These active films inhibit the growth of pathogenic and spoilage microorganisms by extending their life phase and or slowing their growth rate. Natural antibacterial agents also give effects on the tensile properties. The changes in mechanical properties after addition of antibacterial into film blend are mainly dependent on the solubility of antibacterial into plastics. Along with excellent antibacterial properties, packaging plastic prepared from natural agent microbial properties also have excellent antioxidant properties. As recommendation, some approaches for improving the properties and performance of antibacterial packaging materials, such as polymeric blending, chemical and physical modifications, and nanocomposites have shown promise for a variety of applications. Functional and technical drawbacks have also prevented development and use of antibacterial packaging materials in the food industry. Several of these drawbacks are including vapor and air barriers, low bioplastic processability, antibacterial agent stability under processing conditions, toxicity, and changes in mechanical properties of packaging materials. Synergism, nanocomposites, and blending would be the core tool for improving antibacterial packaging and avoiding some of the limitations in the course of action. So that's all for my final project presentation. With that, I thank you.